What's good? What's good, peoples? See, they're not sending out the notifications. I see they ain't sending out my notifications. Again. Salute, my peoples. Boston News, DC. A up of mine. What's up, family? Nuck H. Eddie the Eagle. Gerardo Valencia. Eugene Pearson. What's good, family? Loomis News TV 079. What's up? Guillermo Maldonado. Tiago Rose. What's up? Happy Valley Farm. Julius Thomas. Gertz. What's up, peoples? Aaron Edwards. What's good? JJ Short Deuce. What's up, family? Salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. What's goody? Angel Smoke. What's up, family? The Cerebral One. What up, family? How you feeling? Cornelius Jenkins. What's good? What's good, my peoples? Blue, what's good with your camera? We need to see your face. Salute, Ernest Hines. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get it. I had my nephew fix it. No Smoke Yavi TV. What's good? Cornelius Jenkins. What's up? I'm going into a I'm going into a different setting anyway. Kennedy Linda, what's up, family? I got him. You going to sleep? No. All right, kid. No, I'm good. Thank you. Marvin Keller, what's up, family? Brutal, what's up, family? Cornelius Jenkins, what's up? Gertz, what's up? Let me see something.
In case you missed it.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know 868 Nixon, what's up? 8, what's up? Blue, I don't see Shakora's tank happening anytime soon. Me either. No. Still don't work. All good. Brian Cobb, what's up, family? Happy Valley Farms, what's good? What's good, people? So anyway, December, did I say no? December 30th is It's a Saturday, bro. December 30th is a Saturday. Aline Purple Heart, what's up? Blue, is there a reporter who you would want to box? No. Just being E, what's up, family? L Captain, what's good? I stay in my own lane. I don't care about what nobody else is doing that much that I want to box them. No need. I stay in my own lane, do my own thing. I don't have a need or anything to feel a need to box anybody. Hey, Mama Blue, people compare Tank to Zab Judah. You agree? No. He's not like Zab Judah. Only thing they have in common is power and they southpaws. Zab Judah is a much better boxer, and Zab Judah is much faster, and he's bigger. The only thing they have in common is they're southpaws and they have power. Jab Judah is a better boxer. He's a much faster fighter, and Jonathan 97, what's up? Matrix simulation, what's up, family? YG Knight, what up, family? Sorry, I'm trying to trying to make something happen on the side. So anyway, get in the ring, Blue, against the boxing outlet. Show us what you can do. For what? I'm on the wrong side of 40. What I got? Why I got to show y'all something I could do? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Meg, Madam Gunner, what's up? Peace of blessings to you, Queen. Get in the ring and show y'all what I got. What are you talking about? I'm on the wrong side of 40 with grandkids, brother. I ain't worried about getting in nobody's ring to do nothing. Blue, who you got in the Better B Smith fight? Arthur Better BF. CKK, what's up, family? So anyway, we all know that he has now activated the rematch clause. We will be getting a rematch. I can't wait to see how it plays out and unfolds. Errol Spence is a dog. Giovanni Walker, what's good? Gardner Automation, what's up, family? Yeah, man, what are you talking about? Everybody disrespects you, Blue. What happens? I don't care. Do I sound like I care about that? Tori, what's up, brother? Do we think I care about all that, man? I could care less about all of that. Jibber jab. I got other things to do. Gabe Bourne, what's up, brother? Blue, what's your favorite Wilder fight? Mine's is the Vern too. The way he stand at the ring was hilarious. My favorite Wilder fight is either the Chris Arreola fight because he showed his versatility, or it's the Dominic Brazil fight because it was personal. The Dominic Brazil fight was very, very personal. So I love that fight. He was able to, quiet a lot of chatter. You know what I'm saying? And he did it. Salute my brother, Charles Edward Cheese. Cheese in the building. What's good with your cheese? Dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to your cheese. What's good, great brother? What's goody? My Egypt, peace of blessings to you. Beautiful. How you doing today? Band up. What up, nephew? Man, I feel a little bit under the weather. My brother, my co-host, A-Side Armstrong Consultant in the building. What's up with you, King?
What's going on, great brother? What's going on, chat? What's going on, family? How y'all feeling?
I feel a little under the weather today, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
You got some rest?
Yeah, I had took a nap, man, but I don't know what's going on, man. I'm about to
a nap is not rest, Blue.
Hey, for me it is, bro. For me it is.
Yeah, I took a nap, A-Side. I was like, 3-4 hours.
Or I got like 2 hours in, man. Happy Valley Farms. What's up, brother? Third Simple NSU. 00 Dub. What's up, family? What's good with your A-Side?
I'm chilling. I'm out with the family. I'm chilling, man, with my boxing family. What's up, chat? What's up, part of my way?
How was the day, great brother? How was the day?
The day was cool, man. Day was cool. Then, dude, I just wanted to apologize to you in the chat, man. I've been out, but I'm getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, bro.
That's rough, man. That's rough on you, boy. A-Side. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, that's rough. And that just sound crazy, bro. When you getting up, I'm still up.
Facts.
I ain't even go to sleep yet. You getting ready to start your day.
Yo, facts. Yo, my barber wasn't at the shop, right? And I got another dude to give me he did like half a tape. I was like, all right, that's enough, man.
Bro.
How much is it, man?
I tell you, you see what my daughter did. My Egypt, the queen. She said, "Blue, A-Side, you two awesome together. Blessings, queen. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Facts.
Send some of the brothers your foot pics if you really mess with us. Send the people your foot.
Yeah, my Egypt, you hear that? Hey, my Egypt, you heard that?
Your feet pics so they can stay around.
Bro, the chat, they'll be lost forever, bro. We'll be talking ourselves in here. We'll just be talking ourselves.
YouTube would be like, why their retention rate is so high? It's
Word.
Man, from the moment the video starts, no one leaves.
No one leaves.
Exactly.
We're gonna have to push people off of here. So Marcus Boo Boo cut his dreads. Yeah, you saw that?
Oh, Boo Boo cut his dreads?
Yeah, he cut his dreads off. Yeah, fun fact, bro. I was watching on the train today. He looked big as hell, man.
Oh, for real?
Oh man, he looked huge, bro. I was looking at him, I'm like, man, he looked big, super big, bro.
Hey, I want to ask you, Blue. I want to ask you, without that injury to the leg, how you think Robert Easter and Gary Anton Worcester would have turned out? How you think that fight would have turned out?
I think he's too aggressive for Robert Easter, man.
You think he's too aggressive for him?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? I was thinking about that fight today. I was like,
Rob never did well with aggressive fighters.
Right.
He arguably lost to Maya said, you two need to stop the madness. Yeah, she know.
Yeah.
Old Red Bone. Joe Foster, what's up? Yeah.
Yo.
She know.
Hey, what cheese say? Cheese, watermelon, chicken. Yo, why is that? Yo, cheese stupid.
Because I was eating earlier. Salute to the brother, Charles Edward Cheese. Cheese back in the building in the super chat, dropping that. Hundo!
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
On us again in the super chat. Salute to the brother Cheese. She said cheese, watermelon, chicken, and cheese.
I could have sworn Joel Foster had a ranch. I don't know why I was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I thought so too. Yo, you got That's the real brother in here, because some
Joel
people,
Foster,
man,
that's you?
yeah, I could have sworn he had a wrench.
He always super chatting. That's why. I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
he had a
yeah,
wrench too.
definitely.
Joel, you don't got no wrench? Is that you?
Yo, I
Because
did not know
sometimes people
that.
be impersonating.
Yeah, I don't like that, man. They do.
Yeah, man. And I give them a wrench, and then they can be in here creating havoc. Tony T, what up,
Hey,
nephew?
hey, did you drink that nasty cocktail you gave me, man?
I'm about to.
And what y'all? Nah, you about to?
Yeah, I'm
Really?
about to get in
Nah.
on that. I'm
So-
definitely about to get in on that. I was thinking about doing before I started this stream. Believe that, bro.
I'm mad you ain't do
Oh, I'm about to, bro.
it.
Hey, I'm a champ. I'm used to it now. I'm a champ, bro.
Yeah, yeah, you a vet at it now,
Yeah.
boy.
My
Oh
my, my mother-in-law, my
man,
kids be looking at me like, you just gonna chug that? Man,
it's
listen.
me, big bro. Nah, I ain't got one for real. Nah, I thought I could have sworn I thought he had one.
Oh man,
Stay
that's wild.
studying up, man. He been a
Oh,
solid dude in the chat. We're watching him. I like the way he move.
yeah,
He don't move
that's what I'm
funny.
saying. He always
Yeah,
here.
he don't move funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's a fact.
There you go, great
Emery
brother.
salute.
But Jessica Burton, peace and blessings, Queen. Jarvis Emery, my brother, A.K. Crowder. Kid Cardo Hurley, what's good? You got one now, great brother. You got one now. Salute to the brother, Joel Foster. I could have sworn he
There you
had
go,
one, too.
Joe.
I just knew he had one. Sean Springer, what's up? Louis Lopez, what's up, family? Third simple NSU, brother in the super chat. Who wins between King Rye versus Easter? Mikey Garcia versus Shakur. Shakur beats
Easter.
Mikey Garcia.
Shakur.
That's a good fight, though, Shakur and Mikey Garcia, but Shakur's going to beat him. Luis Rivera, what's good? And King Ryan versus Robert Easter beats Ryan Garcia. Too good of a boxer. He coming back too. Fun fact. Did you see him working
The
out?
last fight he had, I really liked the way he worked that jab. I was like, man, if he could stay on that, he'll I
Yeah,
forgot who he fought, man. He fought so long ago. He fought like a year and a half ago or something like that.
yeah, he
Already.
fought a minute ago, but he looked
Yeah,
great in that fight. I know what you're talking about. That
he
was on
did.
the.
He looked real good. I was like, oh, okay.
Now that was 2 years ago. That was on the Adrian Broner card.
That was 2 years ago.
That was 2021.
God,
Remember when Broner fought? And Broner was the main event. And they thought
I
Broner lost.
swore it was a year and a half ago. Yo, you right. That was that
Yeah.
long ago.
Yep.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's crazy how
I
time
can't wait
flies.
for him to come back.
I was
Yeah.
listening to some old songs with my wife because
Uh-huh.
I sound like the older people who used to mess with us in our generation now. I hate this young music, so I went to the early 2000s. I went to
Hey.
the early 2000s.
Yeah, man. Yo, today's music, man. I get you know what it is. I get used to it with my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that. I'm not at that phase yet.
Yeah. Oh, it was Ryan
I can
Martin he
still
fought.
player hate on the Zennials.
It was Ryan Martin he fought. Yeah, that was a good fight too.
That was a good fight. He really
Yeah.
put some. He really put some hands on him. Oh yeah, I had people in chat think your favorite rapper was Tupac. That
Tupac.
was just
Yeah.
tickled. That
No,
was just
ain't no way. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. Beat on Hernandez. What's up, family?
Hey, I'm gonna have them send out a care package for you. I'm gonna say, yeah. Don't worry about it. I got you. Trust A side. The favorite rapper Tupac. He like
Hey.
bananas, mangoes. He like what else he like? Let's see. He like the Cowboys. Boots like. Hey, I have a whole care package for you.
No. Hey, bro, my sister tried to give me a Tupac shirt when we was in Vegas. I was like, man, you
That's
gonna put
funny.
that back? Yee
Yeah,
Huncho, what
that
up,
is funny.
nephew? Relax and chill. What's good? So, let's go ahead and get started with this. What you think about Errol Spence activating this rematch clause? Looks like the rematch gonna be in December. What you think about this? Is it too soon? Because that's the question I always get asked all day long. Do I think it's
I
too
like
soon? And what do I think he could change? Chilltown Major, what up, family?
I like the mentality that he has right now, and a lot of people gonna think that I'm copping blue, but if Quincy Carter was in the building, which he will be soon, I don't know, he probably gonna be in soon. He had asked me a question. He had stated that if Bud, do him pretty much the same way, or drop him in this fight like he did the last fight, would this be a career ender? And I said no, it wouldn't be a career ender. That the next fight will be the most important fight, because that will be a career ender, depending on how it goes out. If you lose real bad, he may just want to hang it up. So I like the mentality that Errol Spence is coming with. He's a dog. He's every bit of a champion. He's he's the epitome of what a champion is, right? But if you look at the last video that we had made about him, I'd stated before, I do want him to get checked out because after listening to Mr. Gary Anton Russell, he said that he saw little things in EJ that was not supposed to be inside of sparring, with his equilibrium, his timing, throwing, getting in touch with stuff. So if he saw that as a professional, then for me, that's cause for him to get checked out. As long as he's checked out, he's fine. He's physically fine. His his everything that's up there is fine. I have no problem with him getting back in the ring and absolutely going after it. The same thing I said with Devin Haney is the same thing I would say with him. I want to see a healthy EJ inside of that ring versus Terrence Crawford for two reasons. One, I don't want to see this brother get hurt or possibly expire in that ring. And two, I want, if Terrence beat him, I want Terrence to get his full credit. You see what I'm saying, Blue?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's where I'm at with it. I just want him to be checked out. I want him to be fine. And if he wins, I want to know that, okay, 47 just probably wasn't good for him. He looked better at 54. We brought something out of him, just something. Or if Terrence Crawford do win, they don't take that victory away from him by saying there was something wrong with him. That's where I'm at with it.
Now, salute to brother Joe Forster in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Salute, my guys. I appreciate that. A-side, I'm definitely always locked in, brother. This is the only place to be right here. Long live boxing. Salute to great brother Joe Forster dropping that dub on us in the super chat. Appreciate
you. Hey, Joe, one thing about us, man, we notice who rock it with us. You know what I'm saying? We definitely notice. Like, don't just feel like, you in the chat, you're not seeing, sometimes we having conversations because we still got to deliver the content, right? But we see you guys, and if I see somebody that's thorough, I definitely will mention it to Blue. But not that I think he got a keen eye and he'll call out, some people who deserve wrench. I think he totally missed on Real Deal, but that's just how I feel. I was mad at him. I wanted to battle him so bad. He just never got up. So oh man, I was like, yo, Real Deal. I wanted to battle him so bad.
Man, where's Real Deal? I ain't seen him.
You got tired of him. He got disrespect. It got to the point he was getting disrespectful. You got tired of him.
Yeah.
He gone. Yeah. He came back under a new alias.
I ain't seen him since the Errol Spence fight, huh? Jay Daniels, what's good? I'm just
a little bit after that, yeah. A little bit after that.
P. Rich, what's up, family? So what? Now let me ask you this. I want to get your thoughts before we send out the link. And then it goes a little all over the place a little bit.
I started to like the chaos now.
Yeah, I like it too, but I just want to get
some weird way. I kind of like the chaos now.
Yeah, but what adjustments do you think he will make, and what going to 54 will mean for him?
But what I've seen in the last, and I could be totally wrong. What I've seen in the last boxing match, I heard what you said earlier, where he's gonna have to slow down the pace and he's gonna have to break him down. I don't see that happening. I don't. I absolutely don't. I think this it's just a bad style matchup between the two. It's just a bad style matchup between the two. I don't know what adjustment EJ can make that Terrence can't make an adjustment to his adjustment. And because of that, that's why I just think it's a bad style matchup. It will take somebody as fluent as Boots to go in there and be serious with Terrence Crawford to give him a run for his money. Just like it took someone in Zab Judah to give to pretty much have Floyd with no answer to what he had in that ring. The only thing that happened is he gassed out. That was it. The only thing that happened is he gassed out. He's a bad style matchup for 90% of the boxers. Terrence is. And just EJ just happened to fall in that 90% to me. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, he Ruben Gutierrez was good. DJ Casperine, my brother. Band up, what up, nephew? Brutal, what's good? Jalen said, what's your thoughts, Blue? As far as what, Jalen? Gerardo Valencia said, YouTube didn't let me send a super chat. People, do me a favor, drop a dollar in super chat, refresh the super chat, please. Pound for pound facts. What's up, family? Kimani 297, what's good?
Hunter said, "I kind of miss a real deal." Yeah, he was a good troll when he was, but sometimes he just went overboard.
Jalen, what's your thought? I'm about to ask her what's her thoughts. My thoughts on what? The adjustments or the fight itself? Which one? CB Entertainment. What's up? I want to see Conor Ben and Boots in this.
It was a
You
Conor
think
McGregor.
it's possible it could be a good fight? I do, Jalen. I think that that he for sure can make adjustments, and I'm 1,000% in the nowhere. I feel like it's going to be more competitive. 1,000%. I
More
don't.
competitive. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I don't see it being one sided. You know what I'm saying? Again, not one sided like we saw this last time. I definitely feel like Errol Spence is going to be more competitive. His pride, just who he is. And see the Don Booking, what's up, Texas? What's going on? I think he's definitely going to be a better version of himself. I
Now,
just don't
this
think
I
that he
did
can
think
beat.
about this, Blue.
What's
All right, I
that?
want to run this by you.
All right,
I
hold on one
did
second.
think about
Let
this.
me finish. Hold on, let me finish this with Jalen real quick. But Canal Wells was good. Yeah, I just don't think Ace. I don't think Jalen that he will win. I don't think that because, and let me tell you why. Is because I think we're going to get an even better version of Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford knows that this is the fight. You understand what I'm saying, Jalen? The first fight, like remember I said this when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua. Q War, what's up, family? DC Boston News, DC, what's up, family? Remember when Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua? When he beat Anthony Joshua, that was a shocker. Everybody was surprised. Everybody was caught off guard. The element of surprise is gone in this rematch with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. And Andy Ruiz, the biggest fight of his career, was the rematch with Anthony Joshua to prove that it wasn't an anomaly and to prove that he belonged and proved he belonged on that level. He failed. In this fight right here with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, this rematch, this is the biggest fight of Terrence Crawford's career. He has to separate himself. He has to shut the door. He knows that he has to prove to the world that it wasn't the weight. It wasn't, it's not the neurological issues. It's not, Errol Spence just wasn't himself or he was weight drained. He has to show that there's a separation. And I'm going to do the same exact thing again, if not better. But I'm for sure going to win this fight. And you're going to get just incredible. What's up? You're going to get the best version. You're going to get a better version of Terrence Crawford than you did in the last fight because Terrence Crawford is not Andy Ruiz, right? Terrence Crawford is coming into this rematch. Remember, Jalen, when Deontay Wilder beat Bermain Stavern had 10,000 excuses as to why he lost. He pushed for the not saying that Errol Spence has any excuses. Ernie V was good. Enzo 88 was good. Errol Spence he never made up any excuses. The world made up excuses for him, okay? And Terrence Crawford saw those excuses. Bermain Stavern had 10,000 excuses why he lost. And Deontay Wilder came back and obliterated him, right? To show the world, no, you're not on my level. And in the first fight, it went to decision. He outboxed Bermain Stavern. He won the decision. In the second fight, he just showed, bro, you're not on my level. And when you have a fight like that with that much confidence, with that much skill, and they locked in the way that they locked in, Terrence Crawford is going to be locked in, and you're going to get the absolute best version of Terrence Crawford you ever saw in this rematch. He's not going to miss a beat. He's going to clean up any holes that we didn't pay attention to that he felt that he had in that fight. He's going to clean those up. He's going to be the best version of himself in this rematch, and that's where I come. That's why I say Errol Spence, I don't believe he'll win. Now I think he'll be more competitive. And a part of the reason why I don't think he's going to win either, because what he needs to do to win plays in the hands of Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence has to slow down his attack. Errol Spence has to be more strategic. Errol Spence has to be more conscious of his his mistakes. He has to be, more conscious of keeping his hands up. He has to be more conscious of working his way strategically into Terrence Crawford's body and go to Terrence Crawford's body and relentlessly go there. He can't throw. He has to completely. You saw how Jalen. You saw how Jared Big Baby Anderson just fought this dude the other day. That's how Terrence Crawford has to fight. That's how Errol Spence has to fight Terrence Crawford. He has to go to his body and attempt to wear his body down, to zap his energy, to zap his strength, to zap his speed, because he proved that he was stronger, right? And remember, that's what everybody said you need to do to Errol Spence. You need to go to his body to slow him down. And that's what Terrence Crawford needs to do. Errol Spence needs to do to Terrence Crawford. But the thing about it is, when you strategically work your way in and you strategically go to the body, it takes away from Errol Spence's strong point, which is his high work rate, right? He is a very high work rate. He throws a lot of punches. He wears you down with his activity, and he can't have that much activity because he's like, it's like portals. Every time he opens a portal, Terrence Crawford will jump through it. You understand? So he cannot open so many portals because Terrence Crawford will start jumping through those portals. So he has to strategically hide the portals to push Terrence Crawford through them so he could pop up on the other side, if that makes sense, right? He gotta hide the portal behind Terrence Crawford. He don't see it, push him in it, pop up behind him, and then catch him. He got to be very, very strategic. And the fact that he's going to be thinking in there, I never thought that he can outbox Terrence Crawford. I've always said that he can't outbox him. He can box with him, but he can't outbox him. He's not going to outbox him and win. Right, but he can box with him. Luch Dog was good. Justin Hawkins was good, but he has to be able to fight him and be able to win the fight. And timing will be there, right? All of those things will be there, but because I feel like the weight will allow him to not cut 7 pounds of extra muscle, not cut water weight. I think that he'll be there, a better version of himself. I just don't know if that's enough to win. Storage Invader 7-0 Deuce was good. And another thing about it is, before I let my brother A-Side get to his point, another thing about it is, Jalen, is that the rest time, the time off, right? He didn't take enough time off to me, right? This quick turnaround, it shows heart, it shows dog, it shows commitment, it shows, his competitiveness. But it also shows that I know as an athlete, he didn't give his body enough time. That quick turnaround, because see, people look at the date and they say, A-Side, they say, oh, he's going to fight December 30th, right? He fought July 29th. Well, you do the math. What is that? You got September, October, right. November. So 3 months, right? No, you got August, September, October, November, 4 months. But now keep in mind, right, A-Side, just incredible. What's good? Keep in mind, we said 4 months, but he ain't resting 4 months. Okay.
Right. He's not resting all 4 months. Right.
Right. He can't rest 4 months because he has to train at least 2 months. Right. Now, let's factor another thing in that people don't pay attention to. Aliyah Mahdi, peace and blessings to you, Queen. Devon Rogers, what's up, great brother? Peace be free. What's going on? Roll 2 times. What's up, great brother? Now that's 4 months. Out of that 4 months, he has to at least train 2 months. Okay. Right. Now you got to factor in, he has to now have a month at least for strategy, right? To change and correct the thing. He can't go and have a regular 2-month training camp. He has to have a 3-month training camp for multiple different reasons, for a new game plan, new preparation, a new weight class, right? Because that weight class can also affect Errol Spence. As much as we think it's going to help him, that extra weight might slow him down. Okay, we automatically, Humberto 4 was good. We automatically assume that the weight is going to help him, but that extra weight in the second half of the fight may just slow him down, right? With his work rate, that weight might start to play a part, and he might get tired. You understand what I'm saying? Jay Nikki, what's going on? Eugene Pearson, what's up? So he needs at least a month to be with what I believe Joseph Johnson was good is to be with Blu-ray Fitness. You understand? And he needs to start at least, if this fight is December 30th, like I believe it will be, September 30th, he needs to be with Blu-ray, already building up his strength. So by the time it comes around to December, his body is already built up. He's already adopted that strength,
It
that
just
core
seems
strength.
super quick. It seems super tight, that schedule.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
he rested August to let his body heal from that brutal beating. Let's be honest. Right. So now he has to go back into a training camp. So he, at most, to be effective and to be successful, he has to be in camp in September. He can't have a 2-month training camp. September 29th, he needs to be in camp, which means what he needs to do on top of that A-side, he needs to be sparring.
That's what I'm thinking about in my head the whole time. He's gonna be sparring. We don't know. It's very quick. It's a very quick turnaround.
And let me tell you this, right, A-side?
Right.
He has to be sparring the southpaw, right? But on top of that, he got to be prepared for Terrence Crawford to make adjustment and possibly show him, because he knows that Terrence Crawford knows that he's going to be preparing for the southpaw.
Right.
Now, Terrence Crawford come in there in the first 2 rounds or in the second round and switch to orthodox. Now what? You've been preparing all camp for this southpaw. Now those angles looking different again in the middle of the fight.
Right.
And you're not the most twitchy guy. You understand? So now you got to be, that's why I said he got to start in September, because he has to have people in there. He need to have 4 good southpaws and 4 orthodox fighters. All jokes aside, he needs to have all those looks. And he needs to spend the first month getting adapted to southpaws alone. You understand what I'm saying? And then A-side, start mixing it up with southpaws and orthodox fighters to be able to gauge all of those different looks. You feel where I'm coming from? So when did his body rest, A-side? A-side, when did his body rest?
Blue, and it just listen, Blue. I'm seeing what you're saying. I'm trying to put all this stuff together. It just seems so rushed, man. It seems so rushed. Like you have to, like you say, you have to have 3 months. You have to have strategy. And you have to be sparring. We don't know how healed, his body is. And then Terrence Crawford can throw a monkey wrench in this whole plan. This is the best that we can hope for. Right now, I'm about to give you best case scenario, Blue. Best case scenario, the people that pissed Terrence Crawford off. Terrence Crawford already seen what he can do against Errol Spence, so he go in there and try to be a bulldog with him, and try to get into a dog fight. That's the best thing that can possibly happen, is that people pissed him off so much that he want to prove a point so bad that he actually go in the ring this time, not to box but to fight, to show him that he can beat him, either way, boxing or fighting or anything of that nature. That's absolute best case scenario. Will Terrence Crawford do that? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Can he do it? Yeah, he absolutely can do it. But what's to say if things not going his way inside of that ring? Will he not just make an adjustment back to what EJ can't, pretty much can't fight against, which is, a boxer in the southpaw position, in Terrence Crawford. It just seems like a bad mix-up. Like every time you talk and you say what he has to do in order to overcome this obstacle, it just seems like just a bad style matchup. It's either that or this would be the best movies ever written if he win this fight.
And not only that, but check this out too, Jalen. Terrence Crawford gonna be sharper. He ain't fight twice in 1 year in 4 years. So now he get to go back in camp. He don't gain weight and get out of shape to begin with.
No.
So now
He took
Terrence
no
Crawford is going.
punishment.
Yeah. So now Terrence Crawford get to do that strength training that he was doing at a higher weight, which means he's going to make himself even stronger. And on top of this, LaJessica Burr and Peace Bus Queen. But Terrence Crawford ain't been this active. So now he's going to be more active. Now he get to go back in the second training camp in 2 years. I mean, in the same year, he hasn't done that since 2019. He fought once in 2020, once in 2021, once in 2022, and now in 2023, he's going to get 2 fights. And like Jordan C said, and it's going to be 3 fights in 12 months.
And
In a calendar year. In a calendar year, he's going to have 3 fights in 12 months.
Yo. And another huge payday. Like, that's all that stuff coming to play. All of that stuff coming to play, man. He's gonna get up for this fight. He's not gonna be
he's gonna be way more he's gonna be sharper because he had more he don't have the time to the long layoff. And he didn't take it. Would be good for Terrence Crawford at 36 because he turned 36 next month. So another thing that couldn't happen though, that we must take into consideration, that Father Time could tap Terrence Crawford on the shoulder. He gonna be 36.
Hey Blue, we bringing up possibilities in this fight. when our logical self saying, nah, not this one.
I'm just throwing out everything.
Yeah.
Style Furniture, what's up, family? Peace Seeker, what's up, great brother? Coda, what up, family? Rob, what up?
For me to see Father Time, catch up with Bud in the time frame that they fight, I just don't see that. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, this is why for me, I would much rather see Errol Spence give it time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Give it time. Let you adapt to what you was in there with. Bring in the correct sparring partners. King Caesar 84 was good. Just make adjustments over time. You know what I'm saying? Over time. But Joe Forster, brother in the super chat, dropping that $500 on us in the super chat. He said to piggyback off of A side, this style is tailor-made for Crawford, as same for Canelo. This is the true meaning of styles make fights. If nobody understand that before, they understand it now. Now, salute to Spence for taking the rematch, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Salute to Spence. He's a warrior, man. Yeah. He's a warrior. Dude got to eat nails for breakfast. Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah, he's a
tough dude. Right.
And Ryan Taylor, the Libra 926, Big J, what's up, family? I'm almost certain. Quincy Carter, what's up, great brother? But A-Side, I'm almost certain that they asked him not to do this. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Kaboom,
you like shine now. I can hear you laughing in the back.
Yep, for so many different reasons, A-Side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For so many different reasons. One being which, just the fight, selling the fight itself. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. We didn't even discuss that. What's going to be the marketing strategy for this up and coming fight?
Exactly.
Well, what's the pitch? Salute Quincy Carter.
Oh, in style, Errol Spence definitely has hope because he's a world-class fighter. The problem is styles make fights. It's like Shane Mosley with Vernon Forrest. You know what I'm saying? The first fight, I was like, Shane gonna get him this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shane gonna get him, because in the amateurs, Vernon Forrest was beating Shane Mosley in the amateurs. So I'm like, man, Shane gonna get him now.
Right.
And that first fight, I was like, oh, Shane can't do it. And remember, Shane was like, bro, I got to rematch this dude ASAP. Same outcome. It was same thing with Shane with Winky Wright. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's just some styles just.
It just, yeah.
It just doesn't. It's unfortunate. T-Bugs, what's up, family? Like, for instance, Shane Power at 154 had no effect on Winky Wright and Vernon Forrest. None. He had better luck when he was at 47 with them, with Vernon Forrest. It just so, you know, it's very interesting for me because it's Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything has told me, you know, it told me that Errol Spence is a different type of human being. The sports guy. What's good, family?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It told me Errol Spence is a different. I mean, being thrown from that car accident and going back into boxing.
Dude's tough as nails, man.
Bro.
Seriously, he's just. I don't.
Bro, to go from that to that, bro. Like who? Like, bro, just think. Most people don't even after that. They won't even go back to their postal or office job.
And he said that he had to get out of the hospital bed, walked out, and he had to do therapy himself. You know, rehabilitate himself.
Himself, bro. You know how hard that is.
Yo, that's close to divinity. How much faith he has in himself. Seriously, man.
Yeah,
it's truly something that I admire.
And remember, man, I just lost my train of thought. What you were saying?
Oh, you were saying, about the therapy.
But imagine A-Side. Imagine how his story would be if he win this fight.
That's what I said. It's gonna be the greatest movies. It's gonna be the greatest boxing movies, without a shadow of a doubt. No Rocky movie can compare. Nothing. It's just be the greatest boxing story.
He have the greatest boxing story ever.
Yo, and the all access would be. It is a story just as old as time.
Yeah, Cheese. He lose like that again.
That's gonna be crazy. The all access.
Yeah, Cheese. He lose again, like the same way. He has to retire. I just can't see, bro. It'll just get worse because Prince the Warren Angel. What's up, family? I'm just DF. What's good? Terrell Dub. What's up? It gets like, you know, your body can't. Your body just can't withstand that, Cheese. It's like, remember, once your body has no punch resistance, if the same thing happens, Terrence Crawford will have zapped him of all his punch resistance. He will not be able to withstand the punch. It'd be like Roy Jones. Roy Jones started getting knocked out by any and everybody. Any and everybody started knocking out Roy Jones because his punch resistance was gone.
Read what Cheese said.
Maharbin Salam was good. He said, F it, another 100K on EJ. Let's go. Hey, Cheese, if you in the donating mood, I'm only messing. I'm only kidding. Errol Spence could win.
Yo.
Nah, let me not mess with
no, but
Errol
they started to do the third. You see how they started to do the third all accesses, right?
Yeah.
They started to do them after the fights now.
Well, what happened was, that's nothing new. So what happened was, there used to be 3 episodes of All Access, 24/7, and then it was the epilogue.
Right.
So now they just do 2, and then it's the epilogue.
I'm so used to it being the other way. Yeah, just so.
Yeah. 24/7. They used to do 3 episodes.
Right.
Leading up into the fight. Then they would do the last one was the epilogue. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Nah, it'd be the greatest comeback story ever. And don't get it twisted. Hey, you know it'd be real cool? I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I swear. You know it'd be real cool?
What's that?
And this is just A-Side thinking. If him and Bud get in a room together and they devise a plan to like Bud lose the second fight just to make a third one. What?
Oh man. But see,
just to make a third one.
that would be wild. But see, the thing is,
they can steal all my money. I'm gonna pay for it. And
see, the thing is, the thing is that Terrence Crawford can't afford that for his career.
Right.
Because he's been the forgotten soul in his career. He is Marvin Hagler of this era.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, he's just winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's the Marvin Hagler. The chosen one was Sugar Ray Leonard. That's Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Duran was Sean Porter. I'm not talking about their knockout power, or I'm talking about how they perceived. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, so he became the forgotten guy. You know what I mean? He's the guy. You know, he is the guy who is always perceived as the villain. Marvin Hagler. He's Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? All over again.
Right.
And Marvin Hagler couldn't afford to lose to Duran, Hagler. Duran, Tommy Hearns, and Sugar Ray Leonard. That's why he retired after the Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Man, I'm done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he said Sugar Ray wanted one more.
Yeah, Sugar Ray did. He wasn't happy
Sugar
with
Ray
that
wanted one more.
performance.
He told me life.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that performance. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
nonetheless, Marvin was like, man, I'm done. The sport is just never appreciate me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Terrence Crawford, the sport just don't appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, like I said, when Errol Spence, when he just beat Errol Spence, so many excuses from celebrities and everybody why he won. Man, there had to be a reason he ain't look good. You understand what I'm saying? Opposed to if Sugar Ray Leonard would have lost to Marvin Hagler, they would have told you about the eye injury he had, the layoffs that he had. He came up in weight. You understand what I'm saying? It just worked out that Sugar Ray Leonard won. You understand? And Marvin Hagler
they had the excuses locked and loaded.
They was already locked and loaded for Sugar Ray Leonard.
They was locked and loaded. I agree, Quincy Carter.
Yeah. Remember that in the build-up for that, they was already talking about how Sugar Ray Leonard, man, he shouldn't even take this fight. He ain't fighting so long. He got this eye injury. Even his brother, man, Sugar Ray Leonard, out his mind for taking this fight. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard's brother said.
What, he had a torn retina as well?
Yeah. Same eye injury Errol Spence
had. He had a torn retina as well?
Yeah. Tommy Hearns did it.
He had a torn retina, right, in his eye, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Same injury Errol Spence had.
There was like, them dudes was built different. I remember Tommy Hearns' brother did what he did to his girlfriend, and he still wasn't that far. And he said his brother broke his heart. I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to... Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, wow. He still went in there. And it's just, those dudes built from different stuff.
Mm-hmm. Joseph Johnson, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Uncle Blue and cousin A-Side, man. Much love, man. Y'all don't know how much y'all inspire me. Thank you for the boxing knowledge. I'm going to hop on the panel soon so we can cook. Peace and blessings, fam. Blessings to my brother Joseph Johnson, dropping that half.
Your family waiting on you.
On us in the super chat. Tommy B, what up, brother?
Yeah, let's go ahead and send the links out for the brothers when you done with the super chats.
Okay.
Yeah, let the brothers get some work in.
Hey, Kim, go get my shade.
Tay Bug, salute, my brother. What's going on,
man? Where they at? When you first walked in my room. Oh, matter of fact, I got these shades.
Pound for pound, facts. Salute. Woo! Yo, hey, chat. Why Blue got me scared to look to the left or the right? You know, he always
hey, bro.
You know the help me sign with we are winking. I gotta look straight at all times.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Every time I look to the left or the right,
Huncho, my I got a new camera and it's just not. I don't know how to connect it. So my nephew, he be in and out. You know what I'm saying? And they get older, man. They be in and out, man. So I'm gonna have to figure it out on my own. But I think it's my laptop, so I'm gonna take it to the Geek Squad because I think it's just not connected. I think it's just not connected, man.
Hey, cheese pouring up. I love cheese. Salute, great brother.
Salute to my great brother, Charles Edwin Cheese, brother, in the super chat, dropping that hundo on us in the super chat once again. He says, salute to my great brother Cheese, man. We appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, I got. What's good, great brother? We got YG Knight in the building. We got Nephew Band Up in the building. KOSD. What's good, great brother?
Oh, my brother YG Knight in the building?
Yeah, YG Knight in the building. Band Up in the building. Through. KOSD, we ain't see you in a minute. Where you been at?
Get to the castle.
He ain't lying.
Salute, y'all. Salute to the chat.
We just not my bad. We just not bought a house, boy. I've been busy as hell, bro.
Oh, man, okay. I know how that
man, that's a blessing, brother.
Ooh. Y'all unpacked everything? Y'all unpacked everything?
Bro, I literally I did it myself, man. I ain't had my wife do nothing, bro. I packed up the old spot. I unpacked the new spot. I was literally done last weekend unpacking everything and getting all the boxes out, bro. Like, it's been crazy.
You better than me.
You should have kept
You better than me. You
great brother Coda in the building. So let's start in order, man. Coda, what's up, great brother?
God bless you, man. How you doing?
Another day, great brother.
Hey,
Another day, man.
Hey, Blue, you think we can get a poll? Do you think Errol Spence?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. And let's go ASAP, let's go in order, asking them what do you think it's too soon and what adjustments you think Errol Spence can make? Hold on, let me get the super chat out the way first. Chris Doherty, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. Blue, this remind me of the third round, no strategy. Somebody got to think for him. Yeah, man. You know, again, like I said, you know, I'm almost certain that they was like, bro, not now. But this just goes to show, you know, Errol Spence pushed for this. You know he pushed for this.
Yeah.
You know it. Shamar Rasham Shalom, Bullet Gibson was good. Go ahead, A-Side.
All right, YG Knight. You know what's up, man? Do you think it's too early, and what adjustments do you think EJ need to make in order to be victorious in this fight?
Yeah, I definitely think it's too well. After what Blue just said and the way he broke that down, I don't even think he really got a chance of beating him because defensively, he's not defensively responsible enough to beat Bud. So when you just break that down, like I don't even think he's gonna finish this fight on his feet. Like unless the refs stop it again before he hits the ground, but other than that, like from the breakdown, he can't and going and trying to go to Bud's body is fool's gold. We already see that. Like you can't like that ain't the way to beat him because he's gonna counter you. And he's countering you with shots straight up the middle, and that's where the defense comes right back into play. Like his defensive guard is not good enough to beat Bud.
Do you think if he had more time, he'll be able to tighten up that defense against Bud?
I know I guess that's the old dog new tricks what you call it right there, but
old dog new trick.
It's just bad. Like that's why when people were saying, "Oh, he should not retire," but then when I was even for what Blue said about that too, like the guys moving up are only going to be bigger and stronger. So what do you do? Because like they always say, eventually you got to get hit. And if you look at his path to victories, how he got where he was, because he was the bigger man in the ring, going to the bike. That's why. When people were saying, "Oh, it was something wrong with him," no, there was nothing wrong with him. Go back and look at that fight. Even after he got knocked down in the second round, he went in the corner and told him like, "We're gonna pick it up now." And then he came out, pushed Bud into the corner, and Bud had to fight his way out of that situation. So that shows you like this is the wrong guy. He actually picking a fight with the wrong guy. So I like.
Okay. All right. Hey, real quick announcement, everybody. We have a poll in the chat. Is Errol making a mistake taking Crawford rematch so soon? Does the fight do 700,000 pay-per-view buys? I put my vote. I want everybody to take a second and go ahead and vote. We want to get a nice consensus of where everyone is. Okay, Style. In Style, how you feeling, great brother?
Man, I'm good, fam. Man, shout out to the panel.
Hey, shout out to you. Shout out to you, man.
Oh, shut
Hey,
up.
what do you think about this fight? You think he taking it too soon? What adjustments, if any, do you think he need to make in order to be victorious against Bud?
I really don't think family taking it too soon, and let me tell you why. The only reason
Okay.
because I feel like Bud didn't really. I know it might sound crazy, but Bud didn't really go to the next level in that fight. I feel like he was just, to be honest, I feel like he was out coached. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like it's a lot of things they need to go back and work on. Also, I'm not making excuses. Bud did a hell of a job. But it do seem like something was wrong with EJ, bro. I've never seen, and I'm an EJ fan, bro, but I never seen him look like that. He would look
Right.
weak. He wasn't no power on his punches. And I just feel like, I mean, we all know EJ, my nigga. And like I said, I'm not giving no excuses, but I swear to God, I think he's coming back. I don't know if he's gonna win, bro. But it's definitely gonna be more competitive, and I don't think it's too soon, dog. If the man got flew out of goddamn car, my nigga, it ain't too much. Shit, you know.
Hey, great brother. Now they just rocking out, but we tend not to use the nigga word. We just prefer
my bad.
brother.
For sure.
We just try to change it up a little bit on the panel. But no,
For
go
sure.
ahead. You cooking though. I didn't think about him being out coach. I didn't think about that as a factor. You bringing up, you making good points. Definitely.
Yeah, I just think he was just our coach. I think Bomac got coached, bro. And like I said, I never seen EJ like that, bro. I was sitting up there watching the fight, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
1,000%.
yeah,
1,000%. I appreciate you.
Yeah, for
sure. Coda. What's going on, great brother?
How you doing, A-Side? Another day, another dollar, bro.
Hey, go ahead and cook for us. You know the question, Coda.
All right, so to just go off to think that maybe Errol could win, like he'll have to do things that I've never do.
Say that again, Coda.
I said to like just possibly like say that to say that he can possibly win, which I really don't think so, but just to say so, I'll have to see like Errol do things that I've never seen him do really. Like Errol will have to be like more loose. He'll have to be more loose and make adjustments on the fly. He'll have to have like 3 different game plans and use round strategy. It's just I don't know, man. It's gonna be super hard because off the rip, like Crawford, if he's not being successful with his regular game plan from fight 1, he can go orthodox, and just get in his tool bag, and it's just gonna show so much problems. I mean, I do like agree with Blue that Errol's gonna be more sharper, probably a little bit like faster, like react a little quicker and all that. Who knows? Errol could crack Crawford, what I'm saying, possibly in the chin, and boom, down goes Crawford. Like, imagine that. But man, it's really hard to see that. And the coaching thing, I agree with that as well. Like, I think I've mentioned that before. Like, Bomac was telling Crawford all the right things, and DJ was just telling Errol to get in his chest and break him down and then use the aim. Right. It wasn't like he wasn't really like telling him anything. I mean, I do want to say this. Hopefully that, if this fight gets ugly like that, I hope DJ, like puts his pride aside and does like throw in the towel when he has to. But I'm gonna be realistic. I don't think, Errol, can just make a miracle or do a miracle and win this fight. I really don't think so.
Okay.
But
KOSD, my great brother.
What up, A-Side?
Hey,
man, I'm living life, man.
What you think about this turnaround, dude? This turnaround and adjustments that has to be made with this turnaround.
This turnaround, I agree with pretty much what everybody else said on the panel, man. I mean, everybody had a different opinion that they came up with, but I can't find any points of contention. The turnaround is too quick, and in my head, I see two people. It may be more. I could be wrong, but I think there's two people that Errol need to actually get in camp with him. Somebody like Bull, switch hitter, who is very athletic, that he can spar with and get used to somebody who has a battering ram type jab and will switch hit if things get too shaky and dicey in there with him. And I know Errol doesn't really rock with Roy like that, but Roy was trying to give Errol some really good advice that could help him in the fight. I know that one of the brothers just now was talking about in the chat how Roy was getting slept and falling face forward every time he got slept. But in his prime, Roy was an animal, man. And Roy has nuances in his style that could potentially help him with the Terrence Crawford fight. But it's too soon. I truly believe it's too soon.
Okay. And Joe Johnson, you came a little later. What you eating on, great brother?
Oh man, Philly cheesesteak.
Oh man, come on, man. God, I'm trying to do good. Yeah.
Don't say that, bro. I'm over here. Cali, I can't get one of those to save my life.
Cheese stick, I just gained a pound for you saying it. You know what I mean? What you think about this rematch, great brother? What you think about it?
Man, the thing that scares me is when y'all say Bud hasn't even taken out a second gear. I'm like, what adjustments can Errol make and Bud's still in second gear? Nah, bro, I'm telling you, that should be having my mind like, bro, he didn't even take it out of second gear. The adjustments, what adjustments can you make? And Bud's still in second gear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Destiny is funny, yo. Yo, I was seeing Blue in the chat to see if you want to take it on. Yo,
peace and blessings
I love Destiny. Yo, for a fact, I love Destiny.
Yeah, here she go. Here she go. Peace and blessings to the queen, Destiny Black, in the building, in the super chat, dropping that dub on us in the super chat. She said, "Hey, Blue panel in chat. Blue, Little Thinker is the choreographer from the 5 Heartbeats. Same height, body, and hair. Where's okay, yeah, Destiny.
Wow.
Funny, man.
Blue said that before.
I saw Destiny name. I knew she would come with some heat.
But
Destiny is a trip, bro. I'm telling you.
Yo, but A-Side. Hey, so let me ask you a question. Destiny. Let me ask y'all a question. This one can be free for all, but we got to respect who's ever speaking. It got to be one mic. My brother Quincy Carter asked a great question earlier today. I already answered it for him, but I want to get y'all opinion. If Bud lose this fight in the same way, or he get knocked out by Terrence Bud Crawford the same way he did the first time, is this a career ender?
But before we get to that, great brother Band Up didn't go and answer the first question.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
My Wi-Fi was tripping.
Oh man.
Y'all skip right over nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. You see how Blue come in and change the narrative? That's that Biggie. That's Biggie.
Band Up, my nephew, man. Hey, go ahead.
I don't think it's too early because Errol, this is what they signed for. You know what I mean? Before going into the fight. So win or lose, he knew this was going to be the case. So if Errol won, he would expect Terrence to do the same thing. So all that too early, it don't matter about what the shape you came out in. You guys signed the paper. This should be where it is. I think they're on the right time for that. Now, everybody's saying it might be a difference because of the outcome of the fight win. You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's what you signed. So we're gonna stick to our words with that one. There's nothing that man can do. There's nothing that man can do. And I should have dropped. I've been thinking about this. I've been trying to sit on this for a while. But it's I know more I know more of UFC than I do boxing history. It's like John Jones and Daniel Cormier. That man's bag of tricks is too deep. It's too deep.
Yeah.
He got too much in his bag. You got too much to deal with. And I've been saying this for a while. He got too much for EJ to deal with. Yes, he was getting out coached by Derek by Bomac. Bomac wasn't even tripping. He put his head through the ropes. He wasn't even tripping. Derek James stepping through the ropes. You got to do this. You got to do that. He in there sweating bullets. He in there because he thinking the whole time it's all good. What did he say? He said, "Oh, that's all athletics. That's all. That's look at him moving around. Mama ain't gonna have no tap dancing shoes." Derek James ain't never gave that man no respect. So no, they ain't even come with a plan B. So Derek James really got out coached, and he got exposed for it.
He said, "So Derek James really got out coach." Band Up coming in with the flame. That's my brother. Band Up. Straight love for him, man.
Hey, son.
What do you guys think, man? If he lose the rematch, is that a career ender? Should he just hang it up after that?
Hell, nah. Hey, the best fighter in the world, hang it up? I don't think so. Lost to the best fighter in the world.
I mean, it depends, though. It depends on like the health wise. If I know at this point a lot of people say it's excuses and all that, but I know like brain damage is it like gradually gets worse and worse. So like if that is a thing, or if, I'm not saying it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make no excuses, but if that is a thing, when Errol doesn't feel too healthy, like he gotta sit down for himself and have some like soul searching to do and some thinking, because it could get dangerous, and we've seen it before, and at the end of the day, like the safety of the fighters is first, but aside from that, if he loses, then nah, bro, like, and you feel good, then man, just keep fighting, bro, like,
Right.
he's still a great fighter at the end of the day.
Bro, there's no way he loses like that again. It's just impossible, bro. I don't believe it, bro. It's no way. It's no way he loses like that again.
Said it's impossible, bro.
It's no way,
That's
bro.
crazy.
No way.
It was impossible the first time too.
Bro. No,
It was impossible the first time too.
We all thought that, but first of all, EJ ain't never fought. I think he fought like 2-3 southpaws his whole career. They didn't know what Terrence Crawford was coming out of, but it's no way he is. I don't believe it, bro. I don't believe it. He loses like that again. He got hurt early. I don't believe it, bro.
Hold on, let me get to the super chat. We got the Queen, Destiny Black, back in the building, back in the super chat, dropping another good on the center super chat. She said, "Blue, you can't leave me to my own thoughts. From now on, I'm on my bestest behavior." But one last thing, after the fight, Errol looked like Megamind. Okay, I'm done.
Yo, hey, you know how I know she was lying? She put bestest behavior.
I know. Bestest behavior. Like legs crossed, arms behind the back with her fingers crossed. Exactly. Christopher Livingston, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. I'll give him one loss after that, but he's definitely going to lose, and it's messed up for them to throw him back in the ring so soon. But it's not them, it's him. I believe the powers that be. Stephen 47 Deuce was good. I believe the powers that be is telling him not to go forward with this.
For sure.
For a multitude of different reasons. Selling the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard we have hardcore fans, right? Right? But at the end of the day, hardcore fans is not what sell boxing. It's the casuals. FK, your feelings, what's up? Valacris, where you been at? Diet Sean Coles, what's good? It's the hardcore boxing fans that keep it afloat, but it's the casual boxing fans that sell the sport. And this is a hard sell to the casual fans because, like we saw Stephen A. Smith and so many other people, man, Errol Spence should retire. They was making memes of him. It's a hard sell to tell the people, hey, spend $75 to buy this fight, and on top of that, pay $10,000 for a ringside seat ticket. You know what I'm saying? That's what pays the bills. Those floor seats, the pay-per-views, that's what pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? you're gonna have to drop them prices. So I would suggest this: put it in Dallas. I mean, Terrence Crawford won so big, it's not a concern. Put it in Dallas, AT&T Stadium, spread it out. You could charge a certain amount of ticket prices that's going to equal the same amount of ticket that you sold in this fight. But once you spread it out, you're going to get the same money back, but you spread it out. You see what I'm saying? I'm just hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? But
at home though, Blue, you want to see him get beat like that at home? Nah, but Blue, what I was just thinking too, like even going back to watch the fight, yeah, people were saying like he got out coached. I don't think so much because he ain't really listened to the adjustments that Derrick James was telling him. Because he didn't turn Crawford not one time, and Derrick James told him multiple times, like, "Yo, you staying in front of him too much. Like, turn him. Like, take a step to the side." He wasn't doing that. So when y'all say he got out coached, he really didn't even listen to his coach at all. Like the only thing he did do was his normal thing, the jump at his chest thing. But when he was telling him, "Yo, take a step to the side and turn him," he ain't listen to none of that. He ain't listen to
I
none
got a
of
question for that.
But
Yo,
that's why I said he
I got a
only got to
question for
make
that.
adjustments on the fly because we ain't never seen Errol do that. So he was trying to have Errol like make these adjustments on the fly that we ain't never seen him do. So like, you're expecting something from your fighter that we've never seen him do.
I agree. I agree with Coda, man. You can't. You ask him. He could. First of all, he physically couldn't because he, like Coda said, he that's not what he does. And on top of that, Terrence Crawford was cutting him off.
Yeah.
No, I understand both of y'all, but
it wouldn't have worked anyway. That wouldn't have helped him.
It's not that he never. It's not that he don't do it. It's that he never had to do it.
Right.
I believe he has to do that in sport. So y'all can't be telling me all them times he was sparring Charlo, he wasn't taking a step to the side. He wasn't bullying in, doing that. He had to be doing that. But in the ring, the fighters that they've been putting him in the ring with, he never had to do that versus those fighters. That's why going into the fight, I always said, like, yo, people was always talking about the competition that Crawford fought going into the fight. But the competition that Errol fought going into the fight never didn't help him out for that fight at all. Because if you look at the Sean Porters, the Danny Garcias, the closest one may be Kell Brooks, because Kell Brooks throws the jab and straights right up the middle, and he was getting touched up in that fight. That's why some people even said, like, yo, if Brooks wasn't hurt from the Triple G fight, that fight might have turned out a little different because he kind of went in there a broken product. But like I guess that's just looking backwards. You can't really go that far back. But to be honest, like I just felt like he didn't like Derrick James was telling him good adjustments. He just wasn't listening. So I don't like going back watching the fight after the fact and really like getting to listen to it. Like I took some of that back off of Derrick James because he was telling him good things to do, but Spence wasn't listening. So that's
you
not
don't
really.
think. Sorry.
No, with that, how far would that have gotten him?
Different game plan though, like different game plan. Like he was telling him to make these adjustments, but it was all the same tempo. It was all like, yo, just get in his face. It wasn't like, oh, change the tempo or change the game plan. Like step back a little bit. Let's see if he can come to you and you can, do something different. It was all the same thing. It was all like attack, get on his chest.
But
it wasn't
It
like
wasn't all attack. He was telling them to slip the jab and move to his right so that he can actually take the jab away from Terrence Crawford. Errol wasn't doing that.
Yeah, Errol got to change how he's moving his head. Like you got like Bud was. I noticed he's looking down at him a lot. You know what I mean? He was looking down at him. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say he got hit behind the head, whatever. It seemed like how he was. You know what I mean? Trying to get low with him. That's not gonna help you. You know what I mean? That's gonna make Terrence throw shots even lower. So you gotta like get in there and get out. You gotta have faster feet, and that's gonna be hard with person that's flat footed.
That's something we've never seen from Errol. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Bomac had to let. I mean, him and Terrence, they had to tell him, "Hey, listen, Errol ain't fought, but I don't know. I think 3 or 5 southpaws his whole career, bro. Let's go in and southpaw." So off the top, He's gonna take away a lot of stuff already. They did a hell of a job, man. Coaching that game plan for Errol, and I just think he wasn't ready for none of it. And that's why I feel like Terrence didn't have to go to the second. He didn't have to go because when you look at it, bro, I'm like, damn. And then after EJ, how do y'all feel about this? When EJ got knocked down, I know it seemed like a little flash knockdown in the second round, but he seemed almost hurt after that. How y'all feel about that? Y'all think he seemed like after he got knocked down, I think he got hit in the shoulder, right?
Well, hold on 1 second, Queen. Hey, people, man, we got 440 people in here, and we got 225 likes, man. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes all the way up, man. We should have 500 likes right now. Stop moonlighting. Smash the like button. It's free. Knowledge of self-determination, brother in Super Chat. Blue, let me get the link. I sent the link back out. Go ahead, Queen.
Also,
It's in the chat.
sir, hello, chat. First of all, hold on. Hey, panel. I just want to say hey, panel, to everybody. But to the gentleman's last statement, I 100% agree with you. The last time I was on Blue's panel, I said the same thing. And I also said I would have probably stopped the fight in the 5th or 6th round. Same thing Harvey Doc said when he was on Manager Marty's podcast. He said the same thing. He was ready to stop the fight in the 5th round because he was literally out on his feet, kind of like Deontay Wilder was in a trilogy fight. Right. And I agree with you 100%. I didn't understand. And honestly, Spence would have saved a lot of that damage. And I think this rematch would have benefited him more because he would have been less damaged. I mean, boxing's unpredictable. So anything can happen in the sport of boxing. He can land a crazy punch and get Bud to completely the fuck up out of there. So, I don't doubt, but skill wise, I don't see where he can ever, I don't give a damn what he does in that ring. He's never going to be able to match Bud skill for skill, in my personal opinion. Y'all, speak on that, what y'all think.
Chris Doherty, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the Super Chat. Blue, seriously, that beating he took back sparring, training, head trauma, this quick may end badly. I agree, man. It's an extremely fast turnover because, like I said earlier, right? And y'all could give your thoughts on this as well. First of all, he got to get his body acclimated. So they fought July 29th, right? He went on vacation, so he give his body a break till let's say September. He has to have an extensive training camp. He can't have a normal training camp. He has to be able to prepare for obviously a southpaw because he was not prepared for that southpaw stance, right? He has to physically get stronger because Terrence Crawford was stronger than him. He has to physically get back with Blu-ray, get back with his strength and condition initial teams. He has to work on that. Then he has to allow his body to get acclimated to fighting at 154 because that weight can hinder him as well as it can help him in the second half of the fight. Now he has to prepare for a southpaw. He has to game plan for a southpaw. But in the same token, he has to prepare for Terrence Crawford to possibly switch to orthodox in second round. Now you got to get acclimated to it. Now the angles is different again. So you got to be in camp. He has to be in camp by September, the end of September. He needs to be back in camp. If this fight going to be in December, he got to be back in camp in September, which now means he had a month of rest, a month and a half of rest, because he got to be sparring. He got to spar southpaws. He got to spar orthodox fighters, and he got to get acclimated to southpaws for at least a month and a half of just straight southpaws. And then he got to be in there. He got to find somebody to have him with to prepare him that can switch. Right. So you understand what I'm saying?
Like, have somebody
can I say something real quick?
Beating up on him and sparring.
So like, can I say something real quick?
Yes,
so
sir.
After the second round knockdown, I don't know if y'all I don't know who's on the panel or in the chat has actually even sparred or something. I don't know if y'all understand, when y'all get in there and right away you notice that the dude is faster than you and way sharper than you and you get and especially in a fight like that, just imagine it being in a fight where millions of people are watching it. It's like you start to get nervous and you start to doubt yourself. Like right away, you start to doubt yourself. You're like, damn, I wasn't ready for this. And you gonna try, and like Spence tried his best, man. Like he really did. In the third round, like he probably did the best work he did all round. I mean, all fight. But it was just not enough, and it was because I think it was everything in it. I think he just wasn't ready for what Bud brought. He thought he underestimated Bud. He was nervous. Like I think the crowd got to him. The fact that he was getting beat up in such a big event. Like I think it was everything. But I think it was really that. Like once he even after that first round, once he saw and felt that Crawford is way faster and stronger than he thought, it just mentally broke him. Like right away, he was mentally defeated, and he was just gonna keep trying, but he, because he got a strong spirit, but he was mentally done. Like in my opinion, after the first round, really. So I mean, I don't know.
No, I don't.
I agree with Coda. I agree with Coda just said. No, I mean, I agree with what you just said. There's a point.
KO, hold on one second. KO.
Yeah.
Hey man, we got 488 people here, and we still don't even have 300 likes, man. That's not even close to being acceptable an hour and a half in. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Get the likes up to 500. Stop moonlighting. Participate. It's free. It don't cost you a thing. Get the likes all the way up. You know you didn't smash the like button. Smash the like button. Go ahead, KO.
I was saying I agree with what Coda just said. But I think a part of that is the fact that I think Errol didn't go into this fight expecting Terrence Crawford to be stronger than him. I sparred dudes that were stronger than me, bigger than me, faster than me, but I knew that going into the fight. So mentally, I knew that I could make adjustments if I couldn't handle the speed, the strength, or the power. I knew there were things that I could do that would get me around whatever they brought to the table.
Exactly.
I don't think Errol came into that fight with that mentality that he would need to make adjustments with Terrence Crawford.
KO, to that point though, I'm sorry to cut anybody off. I apologize, but to your point though, KO, I truly have never seen.
One fact. No, she don't apologize.
No, I really do. I do. I literally myself have never seen Spence make any kind of ring IQ adjustments to that aspect. I've seen him make minute adjustments, like if his
Sure.
he can't get you on the ropes, so then he'll just attack you in the center kind of thing if he can. But his MO has always been the same. So it really wasn't hard for Bud to figure him out. Bud had him figured out by the time he walks in the ring. Only thing Bud was doing is getting his timing. He was not trying to figure out, Errol, because there's really nothing to figure out. He's very predictable. He's almost like a crystal ball, that was a real thing. Like you can really know what he's going to do. It was just to get his timing and rhythm down. And then after he figured it out in the first round was all she wrote.
And that's why it's so hard for Errol Spence fans to accept what's really going on, because they really believe this man is so. I mean, I'm not saying he's not what they say he is. He could be all the things he say he is, bro. But this man got a bag of tricks that is deep. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was locked up in the juvenile. They all, what they told us when we was locked up? They said, well, when you get out, you want to get all your little GEDs and all that stuff. You want to have your grocery bag full. So when you get out, you got all your stuff. Well, that man grocery bag got a lot in it. You know what I'm saying? And like he said, Spence sets everything up behind the jab. I don't think that body work is gonna work, because Bud caught that out when they was in the hallway. He said, "Don't try to come with that little." So I think he already game planned for that. Like I said, I don't really think there's nothing Errol can really do, but I do want to say something though. I've been thinking about. There is a time when I don't remember what round it was for Bud, but remember that round where he was on the where Bud was kind of on the ropes a little bit. There's a time where Bud left his face open.
Round 7, right before he dropped.
I know. I think it was kind of early. No, it was kind of earlier than that. A little earlier than that.
Yeah,
it was
the third round. The third round.
Yeah. Okay. So look, there's a shot that when Bud was playing, he did a little defensive move where he was open. Right. Watch. There's that. Remember that Brian Castano, Jamel Charlo. Jamel Charlo did that same type of defense and got caught by Brian Castano and almost dropped. And I think that was in the fourth. If EJ do some stuff like that, he might got a chance. But other than that, I really don't see him doing too much else.
Do y'all think 54 helps?
But real fast, I just wanted to say this one thing. But when he got dropped in the second round and he got up, he wasn't afraid. What that really was embarrassed. Like that's what that because when he got up, remember he was smiling, and that's what most boxers do when they get hit a certain way. Same way when Mosley caught Mayweather. Like boxers like Errol and them, like all of them, they more embarrassed than afraid. That's why in the third round he came out fighting the way he was fighting. He was never afraid in there. He was more embarrassed. Like in the fifth round, when the doctor got in the ring and talked to him, that's when it really went downhill because he was more embarrassed even then. That man, the doctor's coming in and talking to me. Like he was never afraid. He's not afraid. He was more embarrassed of that whole situation. That's why the first thing he said, like, yo, we gotta run it back. Like, nah, like, cause that was just embarrassing. Like, that's the only thing that he really walked away from that was more embarrassed than anything. But unfortunately, like how like everybody said, bringing up too, the skill level, they're just on two different skill levels, and like I don't really see. I guess maybe Derrick James gonna have to dig deep in his bag of tricks and show Errol something totally different. Maybe Errol come out fighting right-handed.
Yeah, all right, but hold on. So, all right, because I don't want to like downplay Errol either, man. Like he is a great fighter for real. So, like if we see him like like with the oomph that he usually has on his punch, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, like Errol didn't. I ain't really like wasn't out here like going on a tour saying none of this because I don't want to sit here and make excuses, you know what I'm saying, or no, I don't want to hear none of that. But like Errol didn't look like how he usually did. He just looked real slow and real weak and weird, like to me. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
But that has a lot to do.
Please,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My apologies.
So I knew she was gonna say something. I knew she was gonna say something. But no, for real, like he did look a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I know Bud has a lot to do with it, for real. Like I think Bud is the better fighter no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Period. If he didn't look weird or not. But if he, maybe if he has like a more zap on his punch, and a little quicker, if he's reacting a little better, if he's parrying the jab or maybe like catching it or playing fencing with Crawford and his jab, try to be a little craftier. You know what I'm saying? You never know, like, cause he is a hard puncher, and we've seen Crawford, like hurt before. So, like I said, maybe if he does come with that, and then he does come with like different game plans and craftier, and he catches Crawford on the chin and really like checks his chin. You never know what could happen. You know what I'm saying? But although I doubt it, it is something that Errol, was, I don't know, he looked weird that night. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I seen Errol on his 100% game.
One thing I was going to say to that, Coda, and I apologize for cutting you off, was that no, I don't think he didn't have no pop to his punch because Earl is not a one-hitter quitter, right? He's not that guy. It's a accumulation of punches that breaks people down over time. And he was throwing some hellacious punches, but for the most part, Bud defense was freaking. It was out of this world, kind of even better than Floyd Mayweather. And then he also know how to roll with the punch to take away a lot of Earl's, power. And on top of that, every time Errol threw a punch, Bud reacted right away. So he would punch with him instead of waiting for him to punch and then he punched back. He punched with him. So that truly, and then his punches clearly hurt Earl way more than Earl's punches hurt Bud because Bud, for the most part, was catching it on his gloves, arms, forearms, shoulders or whatever. And when he did kind of try to get him flush, Bud knew how to roll with him because his eyes was open the whole time, so he was watching everything just like Floyd Mayweather does. It was Floyd Mayweather-esque performance, but on steroids, in my personal opinion. Okay, I'm done.
I got a question, Blue.
Not you meant
Blue,
to say
that,
a snack.
Blue A side. I got a question. So
somebody said blue, somebody said A side. Which
What's goody?
I got a question for y'all.
Uh-huh.
So Errol at 54, is it a different fight?
I don't. I came on and said this. I think maybe when we did the show, like 2 days after the fight, I don't see what adjustments EJ can make that Bud can't make. I just don't. I don't see. I don't see what EJ can do that can render Crawford, you know, just anything. I can't. It's hard to find the words. I mean, he fought. He fought almost a perfect fight. Seriously, to me he fought almost a perfect fight. I don't believe so. I don't believe he gained any advantages that Bud don't. Seriously.
You know what I like? I ain't heard the words fundamentally sound since this man lost.
Facts.
Not
fundamentally sound since that man lost.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. All of the flaws that he have, Terrence Crawford.
Who said that? Band up?
I said that.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben, I got real beef with you right now because you just did that.
Hey, listen, all the flaws that Errol Spence have, Terrence Crawford highlight them. You know what I'm saying? He highlight every flaw that he has.
For sure.
You know, he takes away his fundamentals. You know, he started making him make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And so with his patience, with his jab, he started making Errol Spence, press the fight and start making even more mistakes. He made him every mistake Errol Spence, like Errol Spence said, he admitted it, right? Band up after the fight. He said, all of the things I'm used to getting away with, I can no longer get away with against Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So those little subtle mistakes that he made, Terrence Crawford was capitalizing on them. He would not let him get away with it. He made him pay for everything. That fight was the epitome of what Floyd Mayweather said. You make a mistake, you have to pay. He reached from too far, Terrence Crawford made him pay. He got, he threw wide looping hooks, Terrence Crawford made him pay. He stepped wrong, Terrence Crawford made him pay.
Same thing he was doing in Ugas fight. The same thing.
Yeah, he made him pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? Which answered the question when InStyle asked the question, do I think that it'll be different at 54? No, I think it's going to be. I think Errol Spence can make it more competitive, but the outcome I think is going to be the same because the weight Terrence Crawford is just going to be stronger at 140 at 154. So everything, it's not like he's going to have an advantage going to 154 because once he go to 154, well, the truth of the matter is Terrence Crawford is been at 147 for 5 years and 8 fights. So it wasn't easy for him to make 147. So when he go to 154, he gonna have more energy. He gonna be stronger. He gonna be quicker. His reflexes, his brain is gonna be firing even better than it was at 47 because he's not cutting all of that muscle mass and water off his brain. So he's gonna be an even better fighter. He's gonna be even stronger. So and that's a part of the reason why I just feel like, and we could all be wrong, right? Because boxing is super weird, right?
I want to be wrong this time, Blue. I'm being honest with you. I want to be wrong.
Boxing is weird like that. We could be super wrong. But Dion Dub, what's up, family? So the thing is, that's why the issue that I have with it, just being in and around this sport for majority of my life, I just see when you have quick turnarounds like that and fighters make what's the word I'm looking for? Quick, I want to say reactive type of decisions. You know what I'm saying? When you this short turnaround, I just feel like in boxing, history has told us when you do stuff like this, your body is just not prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? And he just don't have enough time. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, we could be definitely wrong. I do think that he definitely needs to be with Blu-ray Fitness, 1,000%. There's there is if he is not with Blu-ray Fitness, his chances dwindle to me. Like
You said he got to pull out
Agree.
all the stops in the
all
second.
the stops, bro. He
All the
has to
stops.
be with Blu-ray Fitness. He has to be with him like yesterday. You understand? Like he has to, yeah, because he told us in so many words that out his own mouth, like if he's not prep now, this is situation could be different because he lost and the way he lost. So I think he's gonna be more. You don't have to motivate him. But like you said, when he wasn't with Blu-ray, I wouldn't do sit-ups. I didn't do core strength. I didn't do lower back work. You understand? No, bro. You need to be with Blu-ray yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? Yesterday.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I see him
I
start
agree.
training camp and he ain't with Blu-ray, bro.
Not
Yeah.
well, Blue
Yeah,
is
I
one thing that
agree.
he could do that might change it around. He could start feinting before he punch. Have y'all ever noticed that he doesn't do that? He just comes out and just throws his jab and he doesn't actually throw
Yeah,
any feint to nothing. That like and the correct word that she was looking for earlier too is vanilla.
I
That's what
said
he
I,
really.
I said that a while back.
A billion
Oh,
times.
salute my
Yeah.
brother Blu-ray in the building. Salute to my brother Hard Truth Blue. Salute to my brother Blu-ray. Blu-ray in the building.
Yeah,
And that's why I say, like, you need he needs that, man. He need like he needs to. That's my thing. Like YG just said, right? He don't use feints, right? Okay, so you're not gonna suddenly in 3 months start being able to feint Terrence Crawford.
exactly what I said.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all
Because
habits die
I'm
hard.
what
Muscle memory is a sign of a gun. You guys know what I'm saying. And old habits die hard. And can we all just be honest, or somebody, you don't have to. You can agree to disagree too. But Derek James is a limited trainer. His fighters literally fight the same way he did when he was a professional. Literally verbatim, they fight the exact same way. He's a limited trainer. He needs to bring in somebody who knows how to show Spence to even try to move his feet a half an inch better. In my personal opinion, what do y'all think?
You know what? I want to
And I said that.
piggyback on what you. Go ahead,
Hold on
bro.
one second, Asa. I said this the other day, right? Queen. I said that Derrick James. You guys remember I asked Derrick James that. I said, "Do you teach your style, or do you teach them how to be the best version of themselves? Do you impose your style on them, or do you teach them to be the best version of themselves?" And he said, he teaches them the best version of themselves. But when you watch their fights, like me and Asai was saying the other day, when you look at Frank Martin, a perfect example, right? You
Yeah.
look at the fight with Duno, and then you look at his last 3 fights. He completely fights now like Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo. Even watch Anthony Joshua fight. Anthony Joshua fights like them now, right?
That
So
lunging, right, Blue? It's that lunging, and they always do the splits when they're lunging, so they're always kind of off balance.
they
It's
just
very
stiff,
odd.
real stiff.
yeah, it's
No,
like
I think
Frank
Jamel
Martin
Charlo
too.
fight a little different. I think Jamel Charlo fight a little different.
no. Just look
It's
at Jamel
similar.
Charlo
No,
fight.
it's
A
extremely
little.
similar.
I think no. I think for what I
Extremely.
said, I think he takes more chances with his punches. And like I think he, I think when you guys say let his hands go, I think he lets his hands go way more.
Yeah,
I
but
could
you
agree
gotta
with that.
remember too. The difference is, see, like Frank Martin and Jamel Charlo, they were movers in the beginning of their careers before they was
Yeah.
with, before
I
they
see what you're saying,
completely,
Blue.
before they bit into Derrick James style. They was movers. Jamel Charlo was the boxer. Jamal was the thumper.
Right.
Then once he got with Derrick James, he started to be more of a thumper, right? And but if you look at just look at their stance. $1 Trillion Dream Deuce, what's up, family? Look at their stance. Look at the way they hold their guards. They all hold their guards the same way. You can tell
Oh
that's
yeah.
the teaching. That's the
Yeah,
teaching. And,
Yeah.
and,
for
and
for
go ahead, Coda.
yeah, for what Destiny was saying earlier about like Crawford like just doing like everything almost perfect, like I'm saying, and his defense was like Floyd-esque. And I heard I've got a like a little tip from a coach when I was like a little younger before, and he told me, yo, you don't have to try to do these things. Everything is slow slow is smooth and smooth is
And smooth
fast.
is fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was so great, like to hear that, and that's exactly what like Crawford looked like. He just looked comfortable. He knew what he was coming in there to do. He had confidence in his ability and in his skills, and he just did. He just did took. He saw everything in slow motion, and everything smooth, and it just came out perfect. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to force anything, and it just looked perfect. And that quote just came to my head so like quick, and I'm like, yo, man, it was a
That's
perfect,
what they
perfect
teach.
outro.
It's funny you said that, Cody. That's what they teach us with firearms. Because so many
I've
people
never.
get so antsy to get to get proficient with it. It's slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Yeah, that's a
Uh-huh.
fact. But to piggyback off of what you said, Destiny, you said that more or less, it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks, right? And that is so true. The brain is less likely to take on any new learning habits after I think like the age of 27. It's just less malleable, whereas kids can just soak up stuff like sponges. And the older that you get, it's not that you can't learn new habits. It just is your brain almost refuses to, because it's harder. It's harder to hold information and to turn that around. It's the exact thing what Earl needs is time in order for him to be able to turn that around, to turn the type of boxer he is around. He almost got to change the essence, who he is for one fight. For one fight. And I don't think I just think this is a recipe for disaster. It's going way faster than it needs to be. He's going to be sparring, and he can't just spar anyone. He have to spar someone that emulates a style that he has a problem with. So he can arguably be getting beat up in sparring because that style he's not good with, right? So that could be a problem. It's just so many different components that I don't like in this cake. And like I said, it could be totally wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to be pleasantly surprised, but I don't think it's going to happen.
To put their pride aside and bring somebody in, to help them, like to assistant coach,
Agreed.
from an outside point of view, man, and just implements a couple other things. Just not super try to change the style or anything, but just little tiny things that will help him so much. Really, like just little tiny things that will help him so much. Just footwork. You know what I'm saying? Just moving around. Just not being so like nervous. Just being more patient. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking more. Just little things, really little things that could, from the outside point of view, a really good coach can just, try to
Right.
help them with, and maybe, give them a better chance. I think they got to put their
And, and
pride
can, and
aside.
can I and can I add this? Can I add this real quick? Also, like he didn't study Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford admitted ever since they were talking about the fight, ever since the fight came up, he was studying Errol Spence. He didn't study anything about Terrence Crawford. And I don't want to, expose myself or nothing like that. But if anybody in here has ever sat down for any certain amount of time, like they say, anything you do for 45 days, you could do for the rest of your life. Like, I don't want to, put too much about myself out there, but anything you do for 45 days, you could do for the rest of your life. He needs time.
Man,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
done
He
got
needs
into
time.
plenty of times in 45 days. I done fell off too. Who wrote that? I'm mad.
Mental
Who wrote
fortitude, bro. It's all about how
that?
dedicated you are to making that change. I mean, like when you in a
See, you
confined
leave that
space
part
and you,
out. Yeah. Hey, that's the part
like I
out.
said, when you in a, that's what I'm saying. When
Discipline
you when
sold
you're in a
separately.
confined space,
Yeah, nah.
yeah.
Hey, I've been ripped up so many times. 45 days. Shoot, man.
Yeah, bro. I
You went
mean,
on a
cause
bad
look,
streak. Eh,
yeah,
Man,
your 45
shoot.
days. Cause when all you got is wake up, eat, sleep, wake up, eat, sleep. You know what I'm saying? It is easy to get your mind in a certain in a certain train of thought. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to train your brain to, okay, look, I got to break the monotony and I got to add something else to what I'm doing. And 45 days. I'm just speaking. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm saying
You ain't
too
lying,
much, but
boy. You ain't lying. Then I go and look at a
Well, they
croissant.
say they
I'm like,
say
I'll be
they
doing
say they
well.
say they say you do anything for 21 days, it becomes habit. 21
And
straight
I
and,
say
days.
and
45
no,
for
no,
myself. I say 45.
it's a medium and high.
But I agree.
and it says it's a total you should do about 66 days, but that medium is in that middle, right around that. I forgot the number. I'll come up. I'll look it up again because I've seen somebody say it, and it's way longer than what we think, but it's usually around that minimum. That the minimum
Mm.
is like the 21. It's a medium, and then it's like a maximum to where your brain really has it like cemented in. So we've
Blue,
been
you
doing
got a
the
super
21
chat.
days. That's like the
Mm.
minimum.
Yeah,
You're supposed to
trillion
be
dollar
doing it longer than that.
$1 trillion dream Deuce brother in the super chat dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. Salute to the queen. She is on point. I see the same thing with the lunging splits and DJ needing to bring other coaches in. Bud has 3 or 4 coaches. Sure do. And they work in rhythm.
Thank you, $1 Trillion Dreams. And to piggyback off, I don't know which gentleman said it, but if
Hold on,
y'all,
quick. Let me
okay,
get
go
these
ahead,
super chats out the way
go ahead,
because
go for it.
it makes us laugh. It makes us lag. Boxing fan, 4-time brother in the super chat. He said also no head movement and can't defend against the jabs. We got Rafael 30 Deuce, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said, if Charlo beats Canelo, y'all don't say nothing about James. I'm sick of all these excuses. Crawford whooped on that boy fair and square, flat out. Salute to Rafael 30 Deuce. Go ahead, Queen.
Um,
Oh, and these are Destiny. These are final thoughts. It's about to be 12:30. So we can go ahead and wrap everything up. So after you, everyone can give their final thoughts.
okay, that's fine. I'm sorry.
No, you
No, you're
So
fine.
I can't remember. I think it was, I don't know who said it, but anyways, if you notice, Bud, if you watch every one of Bud's fights, right, he fights completely different because he doesn't allow his muscles to, he doesn't allow himself to do muscle memory. And Blue said that when he was at the Sean Porter fight, and when he said that when he was at the Sean Porter fight, that Bud could have took him out at any moment he wanted to in that fight because Blue was sitting right there looking at them, like literally. And then he got called all kinds of coontastics and he was coon. I don't even understand because it was everybody was black, but they accused him of being a coon and dick riding and all these other kind of strange things. But Bud doesn't allow himself to, set one style. He can do everything. I think that's another difference between because Spence
he's like
only does one
water.
thing.
He's like the boxing Bruce Lee. There's no he's just like water. Any style you put them in there with, he will ultimately make the adjustments accordingly in order to beat that style.
Right.
That's a good point.
Rafael 30
I
Deuce.
still gotta see my man
We're not
Brooks
saying
in there.
Rafael 30 Deuce. We're not saying that Derrick James. Nobody's saying Derrick James is not a good trainer or a great trainer. What we're saying is that he has a specific style, and that's why Bomac said we know how to beat that style. It's not. It's like Eddie Reynoso has a certain style of training.
But we weren't
Freddie
making
Roach.
excuses.
Yeah, it's not excuses.
Just
Freddie
style,
Roach has
brother.
a certain style of training. Freddie Roach is a aggressive style. You had the late great Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart style was he can't stand when you leave it up to judges. If you wasn't aggressive with Emmanuel Stewart style, one fight he left the corner. Remember that corner? He was like, "Bro, if you don't do what I'm telling you, I'm walking out right now."
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a specific style of training. It's not that anybody's saying Derrick James is not a good coach. He teaches a certain style. Does that style work against Terrence Crawford? Is the question.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
and Bud got 3 coaches. We not saying like we're not making no excuses. I done said that no matter what Crawford, I think Crawford's a better fighter, but it doesn't hurt to bring a good coach from an outside point of view that might add a little sauce in there. You know what I'm saying, to make you a little loose. You know what I'm saying, to make you think a little better.
Jamel Charlo trains, right, Queen?
Joan Guzman,
Yeah.
Joan
He trains with Guzman.
Yeah. And he looking, from videos I see, he looking real good. So, it don't hurt to add another brain in there. You know what I'm saying?
And also, a lot of he still has some of that training he had when he was with Ronnie Shields too. So he hasn't totally developed 100% of Derek James's, fighting style. And then again, he had Guzman. That was truly the catalyst between the first Castano fight and the second Castano fight. It was a vast difference between that fight and the second fight. I mean, if I'm I may be blind, and if y'all, if I didn't see what I saw, then maybe I'm blind. But that's what I saw. It was a vast difference. And Derrick James did come back in, but it was only for a month. He had been with Guzman for like 2 months doing his thing. So to me, it was more Guzman the reason why he looked so much different than he did in the first fight. Y'all go ahead.
YG Knight, what's your last thoughts, great brother?
Well, just first I want to say thank you to you and Blue for letting me come on the panel.
Oh, man, peace and love to you, man. I recognize you in the chat all the time, man.
You always here. You family, YG. So
yeah, appreciate you, man.
The Derrick James thing, I don't really want to pile on him too much, but at first, when they was bringing up that him and EJ might fight, I was almost saying that too. Like, then Charlo might as well just leave Derrick James now, because don't wait till you get to the biggest fight of your life to change trainers and then have I always was saying that too. Like, that made no sense to me. But now I guess that fight is gonna be out the window, so we ain't gotta worry about that. And the only other thing I would just ask Blue, you still gonna look into a little bit of that football thing? That's right around the corner, man. I definitely want to hit you up like Wednesday so we could chop it up.
Yeah. Hit me on the gram, great brother.
Yeah, I got you. You already know, man. I definitely want to put those tickets in, man. But other than that, man, everybody have a blessed night, man. And then we gonna, I see y'all in the, tomorrow at what, 4:00, Blue?
Yeah. Well, no, I was. Oh yeah, because you're on the West Coast.
No, I'm on the East. I'm in New York with you.
No. I'll be on tomorrow at like between 1:30 and 2. Then we come back on tonight. Usually like 10 o'clock, man. I try to do the 9:30 thing, but life be getting in the way.
Got you.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, man. Salute to y'all, man. Good night, y'all.
Salute. Jarrell Stanley, brother, in the super chat. He said Teddy Atlas side. It said, I guess he meant to say, said his Bud fight off instinct. Teddy Atlas said Bud fights off instincts. Facts. That's what Destiny and Ace was saying. He don't have a style.
Yeah,
he adapts to what you're doing. That's like Floyd. Floyd make you fight. He adapted to what you're doing. Then all of a sudden you fighting his fight before you know it.
Yeah. Before you know it, you're down 6 rounds.
Floyd style.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead, Ace.
That's my bad.
Band up. Hey, Band up, Cole. He gonna talk about something. Ever since this fight, ain't hear nobody
What's happening?
You said I ain't hear nobody say the word fundamental since this fight.
Bro, hey, I ain't heard nobody from nobody's channel say that.
Oh man.
That's cold.
Go ahead, great brother.
Band up, you cold blooded.
Bro, hey man, I gotta tell the truth, bro, because they was trying to kill us when we kept telling them, oh, you Bud fans is saying all this, he ain't want to fight, you know what I mean? Look, we coming hard. You know what I mean? We ain't letting up. You did. But you know what I mean? My last, thank you guys, you know what I mean? Thank Blue, you know what I mean? Thank you, A-Side, for letting your boy up. You know what I mean? It's always a blessing. And like I said, bro, there's nothing else that man can do. There ain't nothing he could do. He going like I said, he could try to hit him with that Brian Castano, what he did to Jamel Charlo in the 4th round. But other than outside of that, or something like that, to that type of extent, that type of impact, yeah. Because you're going to have to, Bud, and to beat that, you're going to have to make him stop throwing punches. And how you make him stop throwing punches? Make him think. And I don't think you got the skill set to make him do that. So, yeah, that's what I think about that one. You know what I mean? I'll drop the jewels later when we get back on, Blue.
Say less.
Hey,
salute.
You cooked tonight, great brother.
Salute,
you cooked tonight, band up. Who we got? My brother KOSD. KOSD, new house. Congratulations.
Hey, word up.
Great brother. What's your
appreciate that. Hey, look, I think that everybody's, reference point is always their self, especially when you train and you fight. So I can only look at these brothers who are leagues above whatever I've ever been in my life as a fighter. And I look at it like this: if there's something that I can do, they can do it. There isn't anything that I don't think that Errol Spence in time can't implement in his style to be able to put up a better contest against Terrence Crawford. I see a little bit of myself in both of them. I've had similar experience to both of them. I've been in car wrecks. I didn't caught lead poison. You know what I'm saying? And I bounced back from all of that. So it takes a certain amount of will, you know what I'm saying, and fortitude to be able to stand in there and say, you know what, I'm going at this again. I understand where Bud is in his career, the type of fight, bro. I've read Bruce Lee's book. I've read the book. You know what I'm saying? So I understand, be like water. I understand that, but I understand that I got to get that back mentality from Errol Spence too. I'm not saying that Errol Spence is gonna beat Bud, but I think if he implements the right stuff, he can at least make it a closer fight, even a draw in the next fight. I'm not saying he's gonna beat him. I'm not saying he's gonna knock him out, but I'm saying just from the type of fighter that I am myself, I consider myself a lifelong learner. There's always new stuff I'm willing to implement into what I have in my repertoire. And I've seen a lot of different things from Errol. He hasn't always implemented it in all his fights, but I've seen little nuances in his style that lets me know that he has the ability to add new tricks to what he has already. So I just can't count that brother out. I just think he needs more time.
Okay. All right. Salute. I see what you're saying. Salute to that. In style, great brother. What do you think? What's your thoughts? What's your closing remarks, statements? In style.
Little buddy might be asleep.
It's now you in style.
Yo.
You put your phone down.
Man, yeah.
Hey, what's your closing remarks, great brother?
Man, I appreciate the panel, man. And man, I just hope for a miracle.
Say you hope for a miracle.
But man, I catch y'all, man. I always love Blue A side, man. I just hope my boy Errol come back, man, with a miracle, fam.
In the arms of an angel.
Hey, son, ain't right. You ain't right, bro.
Hey, yo, my filter done went off, man. Hey, you know how when you get tired, your filter leave. hey, y'all, wow, man. I got Destiny, a bad influence up here.
Stop it.
Destiny fault. It's Destiny fault.
Blame it on the
bad
queen.
Influence. That's what
Blame
it is.
it on the queen.
Bro, she's actually been real. She's been real mild today, bro. She's been real chill today. Like, don't give her that rap today. She was real cool tonight. She ain't bust
she got
nobody balls
residuals
tonight.
from last time. Why you taking up for Destiny, man? What's up, brother? You just switched on me that fast.
I'm calling how I see it, man, bro.
Oh,
She usually fights coating heads off, bro. She didn't do that tonight.
I'm trying to throw the gun at her out, but you turn around and give it back to me. Oh, brother, you dropped this. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate all you guys. Blue, you can one second.
No, we ain't get colder, great brother.
Oh, we ain't get colder?
No.
You trying to skip me and Dusty?
Yeah, just
y'all.
Yeah, Coda kind of don't count. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Coda, my brother. Coda, what's your last remarks, great brother?
Hey man, nothing. I appreciate you having me up here. Man. I laid back a little bit today, man. We ain't had the original emotions in, to get the chat live and all that. But aside from that, man, really, I hope EJ does bring like Blu-ray in, and he's conditioned to go 12 rounds with them 7 extra pounds. And I do wish that, and I do hope they bring a outside, great mind of boxing in, to maybe help them implement, different,
I agree with that.
different game plan in there, man. But aside from that, yo, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, God bless. Have a good night, man. Everybody in the chat,
No,
everybody.
it's always love, Cody.
Appreciate y'all, man. All love.
Good night, Coda.
Yo, all that Crawford, any style he get in there with, that he gon' just adapt and figure out a way to win. Ain't that up until he get up in there with my man Boots. Yeah, you already know with my man Boots. You know what I'm saying? And he get Boots that work, and man, then we gonna see what happens. But nah, y'all have a good night, yo.
So.
All right, when he turned into some homeless shoes, don't say nothing, Coda.
Oh man, I knew it was.
If he do that, if he do that, he the GOAT. He the GOAT. But up until then, all right, I'll holla at y'all.
He's trying to get Destiny Black riled up at the end of the night.
Fact.
Nah, trust me, he ain't trying to get her riled up.
Trying to get her started. Hey, let's get out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Good night. Peace.
Night, guys. Peace.